Hello and welcome to our video today on scale. We've got our learning objectives today, which are to be able to calculate the actual dimensions from scale drawings and to be able to create a scale diagram given actual measurements. So we're going to look at scale today. So what is scale? Well, I could have a scale that says 1 centimeter on a map is equal to 5 kilometers in real life. And so 6 centimeters on the map, we'd work out as 6 times 5 kilometers would be 30 kilometers on the map. That is one example of scale. Here's another one that you may see on a map, 1 to 10,000. What it really means is 1 centimeter equals 10,000 centimeters in real life. If we were to change that into meters, we would divide our 10,000 by 100 and we'd find that 1 centimeter is equivalent to 100 meters on the map. So 5 centimeters, for example, would be 500 meters and so on. 6 centimeters on the map would be 6 times 100, 600 meters on the map. But also you can have a grid like this, and it tells you that each square is worth 50 centimeters. This is another scale, or a way of doing scale. So if I've got a line here that covers 3 squares, it would be 150 centimeters in real life. So there are 3 different types of scale. Let's have a look at some examples here of drawing to scale. The dimensions of a playground are 7 meters by 7 meters. You have the following items to add to a playground. You've got a swing, which is 1 meter by 2, a seesaw, which is 1.5 meters by 2, a slide 1.1 meter by 2.5 meters, and a climbing frame 2 meters by 3 meters. And the scale is 1 square equals 50 centimeters. So we've got to decide then, right, if 1 square is 50 centimeters, how many squares am I going to use to make 7 meters? Well, there's 50 lots of centimeters into 1 meter, so it'll be 14 squares. So we've drawn here a square, 14 squares along by 14 down, and so on. And then we're going to add our items to the playground. Well, our swing is 1 meter by 2 meters. So if there's 50 centimeters for 1 square, 1 meter is going to be 2 squares. 2 meters is going to be 4 squares. So there's our swing, 4 by 2. And we've got a seesaw, 1.5 times by 2. So that will be 3 squares times by 4. And our slide, 1 meter by 2.5 and so on. So that's 2 squares by 5. And our climbing frame is 2 meters. So 1, 2, that's 4 squares, and 3 squares along 6. So our climbing frame is 6 by 4 squares. And that's how we can use scale to do a drawing when we're giving a scale like that. But let's have a look at a question about area. Now, it's very important when we're doing scale that we change lengths by the scale, not area, do the lengths. The scale on this map is 1 to 250,000. So that's every 1 centimeter is worth 250 centimeters. Okay, so we've got to work out the area of the plot of land in meters squared. And we've given the dimensions of this plot of land of being 66 millimeters and 16 millimeters. So we've got to work out, because it's in meters squared, how many meters that represents in real life. So we work out 1 millimeter is 250 millimeters. Okay, keep the units the same. 250 millimeters is 25 centimeters, or 0.25 of a meter. So every millimeter is worth 0.25 of a meter. So we take our 66 millimeters and we multiply it by 0.25, which is what 1 millimeter is worth, and we find that the 66 millimeters is worth 16.5 meters. We do the same with the 16 millimeters, times that by 0.25, and we find that that distance is 4 meters. Now we can work out the area of the plot of land by multiplying our length times our width to find the area of the rectangle, which is 16.5 times 4, which leaves us with 66 meters squared as being the area of that plot of land. And we've taken that by using the scale that we're given for the map and then working out the lengths with the scale and multiplying the lengths. Well, let's have a look at a different thing. We've got to work out what the scale is this time from a scale drawing. So here's the question. The dimensions of a swimming pool in real life is 20 meters by 8 meters. On the plan, it's represented by a rectangle that is 10 centimeters by 4 centimeters. What is the scale of the plan? Well, let's draw this out. We've got this rectangle, which is our pool, 4 centimeters by 10. The 10 centimeters represents 20 meters and the 4 centimeters represents 8 meters. So here we go. 10 centimeters is 20 meters, 4 centimeters is 8 meters. Well, let's just change one of them. We've got 4 centimeters is equivalent to 800 centimeters. And what we do then is we simplify that, because we can divide both of those numbers by 4. So just like we've done with the fraction simplification, we can simplify a scale. Divide each one by 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 800 divided by 4 is 200. So our scale is 1 to 200. Thank you for watching. I hope you found that useful and helpful as regards to how to work out scale and how to make scale drawings and work out the distance that things are on a map. Thank you for watching today.